Chapter 1: The Method. In the fast-paced world of pitching, making sure your message lands effectively is crucial. Picture this: you've got the big idea, the killer pitch, the potential investor sitting across you. But sometimes the disconnect between how you pitch and how it's received can be a deal breaker. Here's where Oren Klaff steps in, a master of pitching who raises millions for companies like Marriott and Citigroup. But here's the twist: he's not a natural. Nope, no sales background. He's got a method, a killer one at that. Enter a high-stakes pitch with a Wall Street big shot, Jonathan, the elusive master of the universe. He's seen it all, 10,000 deals under his belt, and has a sharp intellect that could cut through concrete. Oren dives into the pitch, armed with his strong method from setting the frame to getting the decision, but Jonathan isn't making it easy. He deframs, interrupts, throws curveballs, challenging Oren at every turn. The catch. Here's Oren, 12 minutes in, facing a potential catastrophe. His secret sauce reduced to ketchup, his projections labeled made-up numbers, and a ticking clock looming overhead. Stress levels through the roof. But Oren's got a plan. He reframes, intrigues, throws in a curveball of his own, an NFL quarterback investor. And just like that, he reaches the hook point: emotional engagement. Jonathan leans in, impressed. He sees Oren's pitch not as luck, but as a learned skill. The key: understanding the crocodile brain. And that's where the magic lies: the croc brain. It filters, thrives on simple, clear, and direct information. It's the gatekeeper to success or failure in pitching. Oren's aha moment: bridging the neocortex's ideas with the croc brain's primal instincts. It's all about setting the frame, telling a compelling story, revealing intrigue, offering a prize, and sealing the deal. The strong method isn't just a pitch strategy. It's a masterclass in understanding human psychology and effective communication. So, if you're gearing up for that make or break pitch, buckle up. Oren Klaff's method isn't just a one-time success story. It's a tried and tested blueprint for sealing deals with the elites of the business world. Get ready to navigate the complexities of the crocodile brain, dodge fear alarms, spark intrigue, and craft the perfect pitch that leaves your audience begging for more. It's not about luck, it's about mastering the method. Chapter 2: Frame Control. In the bustling heart of Beverly Hills, I stand outside a towering building where billion-dollar deals are made and broke. I'm not the one pitching today. It's my colleague, Tom Davis, a charismatic CEO, with a twinkle of nervousness in his eye. Tom's about to take on an icon of finance, Bill Belzberg, one of the legendary billionaire Belzberg brothers, in an hour-long showdown of wits. The stakes couldn't be higher as we step into the conference room, each moment ticking like a time bomb. Bill Belzberg, a towering figure at 69, doesn't waste time. Within seconds, he questions Tom about monthly expenses and salary, throwing Tom off his meticulously rehearsed pitch. It's a classic clash of frames, a battle of dominance that's begun before a word is even spoken. Frames, as I explain to my viewers, are the invisible lenses through which we view the world, shaping our interactions. These frames collide in the battlefield of business meetings, each vying for supremacy. Whoever controls the frame controls the narrative, their ideas swaying the room like a hypnotizing melody. I delve into the world of power frames, where egomaniacs reign supreme, flaunting their status and expecting unquestioning deference. In a game of power chess, the winner disrupts the opponent's frame with a deft move, snatching control with a hint of defiance and a dash of humor. The tale of avocado farmer Dennis and his $640,000 battle with swindler Donald McGann unfolds like a gripping drama. Armed with a moral authority frame, I face down a criminal empire, not with threats, but with unwavering resolve and the power of framing. As frames collide and tensions rise, every word becomes a strategic maneuver, every silence pregnant with unspoken challenge. In the high-stakes dance of frames, where power shifts with a mere gesture, I demonstrate the art of frame control with finesse and ferocity. Through the riveting saga of Dennis and McGann, viewers learn that the clash of frames isn't just about words. It's a symphony of power plays and psychological warfare. The triumph of owning the frame isn't just about securing a financial victory. It's about understanding the intricate dance of human dynamics and exploiting it to your advantage. In the dazzling world of frame control, where every move is a calculated risk and every word a weapon, I guide you through the maze of power frames, time frames, and analyst frames. As you master the art of frames, you'll see that every interaction is a battlefield, every negotiation a strategic game, and every victory a testament to your mastery of the unseen forces that govern human interactions. Frame control. In the world of powerful communication, understanding frame control is like wielding a magical power. Imagine this. You're in a room, and the dynamic between you and another person constantly shifts. As you talk, you realize that the person is reacting more to what you say, indicating you hold the frame. But frames are more subtle than simple words or actions. They're about who holds the power in the conversation. Picture yourself in a social exchange where attention wanes, and you sense the audience might be getting bored. Instead of reacting when someone suggests wrapping up, stay in control of time and elegantly conclude your pitch. This demonstrates strength, not desperation. Now, enter the time frame. Time frames are like the sneaky villains in a social exchange. They come into play once frame control is established and can disrupt your rhythm. When you notice attention dropping and the room cooling off, take charge of time by skillfully ending your pitch. This strategy not only avoids neediness, but also maintains your status. Moving from time frames to the analyst frame, picture yourself mid-presentation when suddenly the audience delves deep into technical details. This is the analyst frame at play. It threatens to derail your pitch with overwhelming details. However, you're armed with the intrigue frame, a secret weapon to combat the cool calculations of the analyst frame. The power of the intrigue frame lies in telling a brief, suspenseful personal story that captures attention and redirects the focus back to you. Just like Spielberg's Jaws leaves you hanging with suspense, your story should create intrigue and captivate your audience's emotions. By using suspense and tension, you prevent a premature drift into analytical thinking, keeping the audience engaged with your narrative. When you step into a pitch armed with a prizing frame, you flip the script. You become the prize, not the audience or their money. Resisting the urge to chase, you establish your worth and value, prompting the audience to pursue you. By leading with a prize frame, you command respect and demonstrate that your time and expertise are valuable commodities essential to any successful negotiation. Remember, in the intricate dance of social interaction, frame control is your secret weapon. So, whether you're mastering the time frame, outsmarting the analyst frame, or captivating with the intrigue frame, always remember to prize yourself and let the power of stories and emotions guide your interactions. Chapter 3: Status.
Ah, the delicate dance of social status.
Have you ever wondered why some people walk into a room and command the attention of everyone present, while others blend seamlessly into the background, barely causing a ripple? Well, my friend, let me walk you through the intricacies of the social hierarchy and the power dynamics at play in our everyday interactions. Imagine this. You're about to pitch a big idea to a potential client, and as you step into the room, you are instantly met with a subtle but powerful assessment of your social status. Like a scene from a nature documentary, the room becomes a battleground for social dominance, with alpha and beta positions up for grabs. Picture yourself as the protagonist in a real-life drama, navigating through the unwritten rules of social engagement. Your every move scrutinized, your status hanging in the balance. Will you emerge as the alpha commanding respect and influence, or will you be relegated to the beta position, struggling to make an impact? Now, let me introduce you to the French waiter, a master of social dynamics who wields status like a seasoned warrior. Step into Brasserie Lip on the bustling Boulevard Saint-Germain-des-Prés in Paris, where every interaction is a lesson in the art of frame control. Enter Benoit, the head waiter with a legacy as rich as the restaurant's history. With a flick of his wrist and a glance, he redistributes social status like an artist, manipulating the power dynamics in his favor. As you sit at the table, you are unknowingly drawn into his web of influence, guided by his expertise in the domain of the restaurant. Feel the tension in the air as Benoit challenges your choices, subtly asserting his dominance while maintaining a facade of hospitality. With each recommendation, each gesture, he solidifies his position as the alpha in this social setting, leaving you and your guests enchanted by his charm. As the evening unfolds, observe how Benoit orchestrates a symphony of frame controls, from selecting the perfect wine to unveiling a surprise dessert, all designed to elevate his status and captivate his audience. You find yourself willingly surrendering to his authority, caught in the spell of his magnetic presence. Now, let's fast forward to a high-stakes meeting with a hedge fund manager, where the battle for status reaches a crescendo. Picture yourself in the confines of opulence, faced with power plays and subtle cues that threaten to overwhelm your position. Feel the tension rise as you navigate the intricate dance of status, attempting to seize control of the frame and establish yourself as the dominant force in the room. With a daring move, you disrupt the expected script, setting off a chain reaction that shifts the balance of power in your favor. Experience the thrill of achieving situational status as you deftly navigate the social landscape, using subtle denials and strategic maneuvers to assert your authority. With each step, each playful interaction, you solidify your position as the alpha, guiding the flow of the conversation and shaping the outcome in your favor. In the game of status, every move counts, every gesture carries weight. As you master the art of frame control and elevate your social value, you unlock a world of possibilities where persuasion becomes effortless and deals fall into place with precision. So, dear listener, remember this. In the realm of status, perception is reality. Embrace the power of situational status, seize control of the frame, and watch as doors open, opportunities unfold, and success becomes your constant companion. Welcome to the world of social dynamics, where every interaction is a chance to rise above the crowd and claim your rightful place in the hierarchy of influence. Chapter 4. Pitching your big idea. Imagine it's the year 1953 and you're a molecular biologist presenting the world's most crucial scientific discovery, the double helix DNA structure, in just 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. Sounds impossible, right? Well, in today's world of hour-long pitches, it's a concept that seems unreal. People tend to drone on for what seems like an eternity in presentations, not realizing that you lose your audience's attention after a mere 20 minutes. Picture a room full of disinterested faces, forgetting what you've painstakingly said. Quite the nightmare. Introducing the big idea. Now imagine you're getting ready to present your big idea. You're eager to dive into the nitty-gritty details right away, but hold on. Before you get started, you need to put your audience at ease. Begin by using the time constraint pattern to let them know it'll be a concise 20-minute pitch, showing them respect for their time and expertise. This simple gesture can work wonders in easing their mind and setting a professional tone. As you kick off the presentation, it's crucial to introduce yourself briefly, focusing only on your track record of successes. Skip the lengthy list of credentials. Instead, share your standout achievements in under 2 minutes. Keep it snappy and impressive because less is more in this instance. The why now frame. Let's talk about the why now frame. No one wants last season's stale deal. They want fresh, innovative ideas. Your audience needs to understand that your proposal isn't a relic from the past, but a timely solution born from current market trends. By addressing these questions preemptively, you create a sense of urgency and relevance in your pitch, making your idea all the more enticing. The next step involves pitching your idea against three essential market forces: economic, social, and technological shifts. By portraying how these forces interplay and push your concept forward, you weave a compelling backstory that legitimizes your solution. This creates a vivid picture for your audience of how your idea evolved and seized the market opportunity at the perfect moment. Simplifying the complex. Now, here's the tricky part. In phase two of your pitch, you need to explain the intricacies of your big idea. Despite common belief in simplifying concepts, remember, simplicity isn't always the answer. Too much simplicity can backfire, making you seem naive. Instead, tailor your message to your audience's mindset. Think of explaining your idea to a child. You wouldn't dumb it down excessively. Rather, you'd provide the necessary context to make it understandable. Understanding the crocodile brain, or the most primal part of our brain, is crucial as you present your complex idea. By adjusting your pitch to resonate with this instinctual response, you can captivate your audience effectively. Additionally, having a robust theory of mind, the ability to comprehend others' thoughts and intentions, is key to tuning your message to suit your listener's perspective. So, as you craft your pitch, remember these two key takeaways. Focus on aligning your information with your audience's mindset instead of overwhelming them with details, and ensure that your pitch fits within the typical attention span of around 20 minutes. By doing so, you'll not only engage your audience, but also increase your chances of a successful pitch. In the art of presenting your big idea, it's not just about conveying information. It's about understanding your audience and tailoring your message accordingly. Adapt to the dynamics of the room, simplify without patronizing, and most importantly, keep it concise and captivating. After all, a compelling pitch isn't just about the idea. It's about how you communicate its brilliance to the world. Head in the game. All right, picture this, folks. So you're all excited and pumped up to give your grand pitch. You've got your shiny presentation, your killer idea, and you're ready to rock the socks off your audience. But hold your horses because, as Oren Klaff points out, there is one major pitfall that many presenters face: being downright boring. Yup, you heard right. Nothing spells disaster more than dulling down your audience's senses with a snooze-fest presentation. Now, studies show that people's attention span is shorter than a squirrel on a caffeine rush. Yep, we're talking mere minutes before their minds begin to drift off into la la land. And to add to this fiasco, our brains are cheap when it comes to energy. They want the easy way out. So, if your pitch lacks that oomph factor, visuals, excitement, and a touch of novelty, well, you might as well be talking to a wall. So, what's the secret sauce to grab and glue your target's attention? Novelty and tension are the magic ingredients. Think of it as mixing a cocktail for your brain: dopamine for desire and norepinephrine for tension. This dynamic duo keeps your audience hooked and waiting for more. Dopamine, the craving neurotransmitter, gets triggered by rewards. Show them the carrot and watch as they come running. Whether it's a cool demo or a mind-bending idea, novelty is your best friend. It's like giving your brain a refreshing jolt of excitement. On the flip side, norepinephrine, the alertness hormone, thrives on tension. Give them a taste of what they could lose, and you'll have them on the edge of their seats. And here's the kicker. It's not just about the initial spark. You've got to keep the fire burning by creating a push-pull dynamic, building up the tension bit by bit. Remember, just like a good movie, your pitch needs that perfect balance of conflict and resolution to keep them hooked. Now, let's talk about some tension-inducing patterns that will have your audience eating out of the palm of your hand. From the subtle low-key push-pull to the high-intensity game of cat and mouse, these tactics will have your audience hanging on to your every word. So, how do you become a master pitcher like Oren Klaff? It's all about creating that hook, that curiosity that keeps them wanting more. Be the Jerry Seinfeld of pitching, captivate your audience in the first 3 minutes, then keep them coming back for more with your tantalizing storytelling. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the heart of the pitch, revealing the secret sauce to sealing the deal and leaving them begging for more. Chapter 5: Frame Stacking and Hot Cognitions. As we dive into Chapter 5, picture a scenario where you've been presenting your big idea for a while, painting a vivid picture of why it matters, how it works, and what's in it for the other party. But here's the catch: you have a mere 5 minutes left to seal the deal, to unveil something so compelling that the other person is practically chasing you to get a piece of what you're offering. Welcome to the next phase: frame, stacking, and hot cognitions. Let's cut to the chase. During my relentless pursuit of funds for deals, I stumbled upon a striking revelation: investors are not as robotic and logical as we assume. That person across the table from you, they may have made up their mind about your deal before even grasping the details. It's the magic of hot cognition at play, deciding you like something before fully understanding it. We've been conditioned to believe that business decisions are purely analytical and rational, following a neat 3-step process. Identify the problem, consider solutions, make a decision. Sounds prim and proper, right? But in reality, our choices are more primal. We trust our gut instincts over elaborate analyses, following our body's cues on how to respond to life's challenges. Research even shows that our brains make decisions subconsciously before we're even aware of them, predicting our button presses seconds in advance. So, bid farewell to the notion that we meticulously weigh every pro and con before deciding. Hot cognitions rule the roost. Think about it. When picking a career or a car, are we truly running detailed cost-benefit analyses? Not really. Most decisions stem from hot cognition, quick, emotional responses. Even the great George Soros, known for whimsically changing investment tactics, relies on gut feelings worth millions. Enter the intriguing concept of frame. Stacking my accidental tryst with this technique revolutionized my deal-making escapades. Imagine being in a high-stakes game of buying defaulted debt, flitting like a gazelle amidst financial giants like a game of survival. In the throes of market volatility, every move could make or break you, akin to a nimble prey in a jungle of predators. One memorable encounter involved a Wall Street trader delicately weaving a 4-frame stack that had me hooked. From invoking intrigue to pricing, setting a time limit, and establishing moral authority in our dealings, each layer captivated me further. Like a master puppeteer, he orchestrated my decision with finesse, disabling my rational faculties and nudging me towards agreement with unprecedented ease. This 4-frame hot cognition stack isn't just a tool. It's an art form that adds a thrilling edge to interactions. It's about creating a fiery desire in the target's crock brain, compelling them to chase after your proposition with zeal. It's the secret sauce to propelling your pitch to the next level, leaving the neocortex trailing behind, befuddled in the wake of powerful emotions. With stacked frames at your disposal, you're not merely selling a concept, you're selling an experience, an emotion, a narrative that sings to the primal instincts of the human psyche. So buckle up as we unravel the art of crafting hot cognitions that ignite desire and propel your big idea towards resounding success. Chapter 6: Eradicating Neediness. Rejection is like being fed a sandwich of disappointment, and nobody enjoys that meal. Oren, who faced many rejections in the past, sensed the lack of a neediness antidote in his pitches. Neediness is the cayenne pepper in your pitch recipe. It ruins the flavor completely. Investment bankers revealed that seeking validation, aka neediness, is the dagger that slays deals. Now, Oren, low on funds, snagged 4 significant pitches, but he was falling short in the impress and persuade segment. One last pitch remained, the clock ticking ominously. Cue the dramatic, tension-building music. With less than $1 in his account, Peter, the senior partner, became Oren's temporary knight in shining armor. Peter's gaze of disappointment morphed into an epiphany for Oren. A revelation hit like a lightning bolt. Neediness transformed pitches into cringe-worthy spectacles. The audience groaned in unison. Seeking Peter's counsel was the spontaneous combustion that ignited the neediness bomb disposal. Reluctantly admitting his inconsistency, Oren marinated in self-reflection, recalling past victories and failures. Eagerly, he sought Peter's wisdom, a beacon in the darkness of neediness. Peter pointed to desperation as the pitch pariah, the Gandalf warning of the neediness Balrog lurking in the shadows. Oren's nodding head signaled a vow to vanquish neediness, granting him the sword of confidence to slay the lurking dragon. Armed with Peter's advice, Oren entered a transcendental journey to emancipate himself from the validation-seeking shackles. A flashback to a failed VC pitch, a Jim Carrey-esque attempt at humor spiraled into the eye of the beta storm. Laughter turned to anxiety when the Trez-needy Steve emerged. Pleading for approval, the deal deflated like a birthday balloon. Frantically rewiring his brain's circuits, Oren realized that exhibiting neediness was donating victory to the opposing team. He unearthed the key to the vault of confidence, learning that neediness was the Voldemort of pitches feared, avoided, and a sure deal slayer. Channeling Peter's sage advice, Oren concocted his secret sauce to whelm VC investors. The rendezvous with enterprise partners, a VC Goliath, was Oren's Alamo. Facing an inquisition of skeptical investors, Oren braced for a Greek tragedy. A cryptic silence unfurled, laden with an air of finality. Then, a crescendo of pitch-perfect points cascaded like music notes in a symphony of persuasion. The dance of poker-faced assurance finally provoked Enterprise's embrace. The deal was inked. Oren's anticipation bloomed into a $1 million withdrawal at the ATM, akin to Excalibur lifted from the stone. In the end, Oren's odyssey through the valley of neediness bestowed a sacred lesson. Never kneel to the altar of neediness, for it crumbles empires and scours deals like sandpaper on glass. And so, armed with the sword of confidence, Oren ventured forth, seeking triumph, not just in deals, but in conquering the shadows of validation-seeking behaviors. Chapter 7. Monster Deal. A Pitch for an Airport. Imagine the setting. I'm 100 miles away from Los Angeles, seeking solace in the deserts of Anza-Borrego. The deal business had a pause. An economic freeze had gripped us all. However, a desperate call interrupts my peace. Sam Greenberg, a jet-setting dealmaker, seeks my expertise for a $1 billion airport pitch. Initial refusals are met with persistence, and eventually, I'm lured back into the game. Desperation brings Greenberg to the middle of nowhere, Borrego Springs, racing against time for the big pitch. Our reunion is laden with history, as reminiscences of past successes linger. As we strategize, Greenberg unveils a shocking truth. A formidable competitor, Goldhammer, vies for the same prize. I'm astounded by the revelation, feeling betrayed by the deliberate omission. The game is set. The monster deal has two titans, Greenberg and Goldhammer. Goldhammer strikes first, armed with credentials, depth, and a 42-slide presentation, aiming to overwhelm. Their polished professionalism and vast experience cast a shadow over the room, exuding confidence and capability. Next up, the London team charms with efficiency and grandeur, showcasing a dazzling digital presentation of past projects. Their approach is crisp and focused on financial models, lacking the emotional depth crucial for this monumental pitch. Finally, my moment arrives. I step up, delivering a masterful pitch that tugs at heartstrings and sets a compelling narrative. Emphasizing the community impact and legacy of the airport, I weave a story that resonates deeply. Engaging the crocodile brain, I craft a pitch that balances desire and tension, injecting hot cognitions that make the committee lean forward, captivated by the vision. The climax arrives, the tension palpable as Jeffries, the decision maker, addresses us. The phone call heralds judgment, the long awaited verdict on the $1 billion airport deal. A moment of silence, then the words echo, congratulations. The room erupts in jubilation, validation of a successful pitch, and the intricate dance of frame control, emotion, and status manipulation that clinched the monster deal. In the realm of high stakes deals, where billions hang in the balance, the intricate art of pitching shines through. The monster deal was not just about numbers and figures. It was a symphony of human emotions, power play, and strategic finesse that led to victory in the ultimate battle of frames. Chapter 8: Get in the Game. All right, sit tight because we're diving into the fascinating world of social dynamics and frame control. Here's the deal: managing social dynamics isn't a walk in the park. Picture this: 10 years back, I was constantly finding myself in situations where I felt like the underdog, the beta. It wasn't a fun place to be, let me tell you that. Now, when it came to traditional sales techniques, I had a visceral reaction. I wanted a method that didn't involve forcing, begging, or making people regret doing business with me. I craved interactions based on basic rules of social dynamics: no gimmicks, no pressure. What I learned over years of trial and error is that the crocodile brain works the same way globally. Yep, from New York to California to France, the croc brain reacts in similar ways. It's all about respecting that primal brain by turning interactions into a game, inviting others to play along. And trust me, this game changer approach will set you apart from the crowd. Now, imagine this. Frames, they're like psychological lenses through which we view situations. They shape how we judge, what we focus on, and the meaning we derive. When you step into a presentation or pitch, you can't just dump loads of information. People's brains can't handle that. Your task is to strategically choose what to present to trigger the analytical mind or engage the emotional crocodile brain. Frame control is key. It helps filter information, provide meaning, and bridge the gap between you and your audience. By setting the frame right, you control how your proposal is perceived. You're basically packaging your deal in a way that encourages positive interpretations and discourages negative ones. Ever heard about the 1984 presidential campaign with Ronald Reagan? That guy was a master at frame control. During a debate, he flipped the script on age concerns with humor. It's a fantastic example of how humor can change the underlying tone of an encounter and establish alpha status. Plus, who doesn't love some humor in a serious pitch, right? And guess what? The secret sauce here is also knowing when to introduce tension in a fun way, inviting others to join in on the frame game. Most buyers will try to push a power frame on you, but remember, you don't have to play by their rules. You've got power busting, intrigue, pricing, and time frames up your sleeve to tackle those power plays like a pro. Now, mastering this method isn't a stroll in the park, let me tell you. It takes effort, practice, and sometimes going back to the drawing board when things don't click. One crucial aspect often overlooked is injecting humor and fun into your interactions. After all, it's not about being stern or overpowering. It's about turning social dynamics into a playful game that everyone enjoys. As you progress on your frame control journey, not only will you become a master at managing social dynamics, but you'll also notice a boost in your productivity. Strong frames help you focus on what truly matters, filtering out distractions and honing your decision-making skills. Social situations will become smoother, and your ability to navigate them will be like second nature. Remember, the key isn't just to read about it, but to practice and refine your skills. Don't be afraid to work with others who have mastered this art. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who can push you to new heights. And always keep it simple. Less is more when it comes to frames. So, take the plunge into the world of frame control. Have fun with it and watch how it transforms not just your interactions, but your entire approach to social dynamics. Trust me, once you're in the driver's seat of frame control, there's no turning back. It's a game changer you'll never want to let go of. Remember to make every social interaction a fun and engaging experience. That's the key to lasting success.